Yo, it's your boy Wayne, My Life Not Yours, man. We back with another episode of Say No More Podcast, man. 2022, man. I told you we gonna keep on doing it better like we was doing it before, man. So I got a special guest in the building, man. All the way from the Minneapolis, man. I said that shit like I'm from out of town, didn't I? The celebrities getting me. Man, oh God, man. I'm saying the motherfucking DJ Kam Bennett, man. We here, man. We here. Thanks. Big shit, man. Big shit. And I was literally watching your interview that you did 2 weeks ago. What was the name of that podcast or that platform you was on?
I'm actually trying to start my own podcast. I just dropped 2 episodes.
Oh, worse? Oh yeah. All right, okay.
But I did not Waterwave. I did
what was I was going
Minneapolis Streets.
Minneapolis Streets.
Their show. And then they're trying to get me to do that Live on Lake Street one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask you about that. So like, since you brought them up so fast, like. I saw something a minute ago, like when you and you know what I mean, one of the dudes that run that y'all was going back at. Was that some real shit, or was like over the whole boxing thing, and you not wanting to promote the PNB Rock boxing shit?
It
like
was before the boxing thing, me and Chief have known each other for a while,
right?
And then also the other person involved in Live on Lake Street, his name is Jake Faircroft.
Mm-hmm.
Me and him have known each other for a while. He had another podcast.
Wiseman, yo, shout out to the Wiseman. I was on there too. Great show. Yeah, I was on there. Shout out to Joey, man. Shout out to Joey, yo.
I haven't seen him in a while. Last time I seen him was when I was in St. Paul. I seen him at the Children's Museum. But so me and Jake had a good rapport, and then Chief, I think he was just kind of trying to get me to engage a little bit.
Right.
So like I do got respect for that, but he was just going a little
too hard.
Like,
right.
It was just like it was shit. You really can't become friends after that type shit.
That's why I was kind of like, cause like for me when I was watching it, cause I know sometimes people like they'll, you know, online shit will be like, you know, we just playing around or some shit. So I was thinking like maybe they fucking around as they playing. So it wasn't even. It was like a kind of.
I could do that because I don't take things too personally because I know how the industry goes. I know how it means like you know just have a little bit of tension and a little bit of you know. Back and forth to create conversation.
Right.
You know, it gets people interested.
That's a fact.
I could talk shit all day.
Facts. Hey, you on the right show, you can talk all the shit you want to. Because we talk shit on here.
That situation just made me, because once I realized that he wasn't serious, like we had ran into each other and all this and talked and shit, he's like, come on my platform now. I'm like, after you said all that, now you want to be cool.
Yeah, that's wild. I'm glad. Just to, you know what I mean, to like, you know what I mean, because it's not no problem. It might as well not be one. But I still have to admit that is kind of weird. I would be like, huh?
I was just a little confused. I mean, like I said, I can let shit go though.
Right.
Especially if it ain't nothing too deep.
It ain't nothing serious, just word shit.
Yeah, like it's not that deep. But at the end of the day, I think I gave them enough views for 1 month. So maybe later.
Hey, that's a fact. No lies. That's real shit, man. Yeah. Well. Shit, you answered that shit. Yeah, that was real direct.
Mad professional. Right?
Yeah, no, real shit though.
But I want to see everybody's platform do good though.
I
will still go on everybody's shit and like, I mean, I'm not the biggest person ever to be out of Minneapolis. I'm not the biggest currently. I'm not. You know what I'm saying? I'm humble. So. But I do know that my voice, you know, it got some weight behind it. And
definitely do.
If people think that they could just come to me talking crazy and then I'm gonna go and help you to, you know, it doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense at all.
Let's just keep it cordial because we can help each other a lot.
And that's one thing. Like even right now, like I'm trying to build on because I feel like last year I said some shit about the Live on Lake, and not even about the Live on Lake. It's about Jake and you know, they try to take it and run with it, try to basically make it seem like it was like some fake podcast beef.
They know what they're doing though.
They know exactly what they're doing. So I was like, I don't want to engage in that type of shit at all going forward. That's why, like, even me, like, my this year on this podcast, I'm trying to really focus on just having people here and like really we focus on real life shit and like what y'all got going on, but we really gonna focus on uplifting and joking and roasting. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like real life shit. You know what I mean? Because I even got I'm scheduling Waterwave. Shout out to Waterwave. Shout out to Eric and shout out to Eric, man. I was talking to him, so we're gonna get him on here too. You know what I'm saying? Because he kind of got wrapped in that shit too a little bit. I never met Eric, but from what I get from him, Eric is cool. He seems straight up from what I get.
Yeah, and I like that this is the thing to me about Jake. Like I fuck with Jake because he does his research. Jake knows a lot about Minneapolis hip hop, but I've yet to see Jake at a Minneapolis hip hop concert.
Damn.
I've yet to see him at a club. I've yet to have him come to the studio, and I would love to be that
bridge
between that. You know what I'm saying? To be able to introduce him to some people that you might not necessarily meet at a podcast or interview, or you may not necessarily meet on the phone.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? These are people you got to pull up on. So to understand Minneapolis culture when it comes to hip hop is to be of the culture, and being of the culture doesn't mean just respecting it and appreciating it. It also means being physically a part of it.
You gotta be a part of it. You kind of.
So I know like the past few years have been a little bit weird, but at the end of the day, you got to come out here. You got to touch people's hands. You know what I'm saying? You got to explain what you're about. We got to see how you move. For us to accept you in this culture, you know what I'm saying? I'm part of this culture. I've been doing this shit for 10 years out here.
You've been doing your thing. I did my for real.
So as maybe I might not be a gatekeeper, but I represent this culture.
What's up with people saying that shit about you? Like I didn't get that part. I'm confused about that. Like what? Like how is you a when people say gatekeeper, I'll be like, a gatekeeper to me is like a person that's high up and like really has power. They're like, yo, don't play that nigga shit or don't let this. How are you a gatekeeper if it's like?
So I think it just means that they respect your opinion.
That's whack.
I think it's damn near a compliment if they're even talking about you in that conversation.
Right.
It's like saying, is this rapper a GOAT? For him to even be possibly considered a GOAT must mean he must be pretty good.
Right, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So obviously it's a gray area because where does the one day to change where you became a gatekeeper because you worked at BET?
Exactly.
Or are you a gatekeeper because you work at Rock Nation? No. It's based on who you are in your personal platform. So a lot of people are gatekeepers, but in their own way. You know what I'm saying? You could be a gatekeeper just to your block.
That's a fact.
Everybody on your block listens to music because you play it. So I mean, I think people took it a little bit out of context and they took it a little too serious. Like they were trolling with those fucking Mount Rushmore memes and shit. Like that. You know what I'm saying? It's trolling.
That shit was
So you can't take it too personal, but I do understand where if somebody puts up a list and says these are the best DJs, and I feel like I should be up there. It gets you engaged. It gets you to comment. It gets you to be involved in the conversation. So I fully understand it. But you gotta come out here and you gotta be. You
gotta be doing it. We gotta see you. They gotta see you more from just behind the screen. Like you ain't fucking Wade from motherfucking Kim Possible. Remember like the little dude. Like for real though. Like, because that's real. Because even like you know what I mean. Other people, what you said, I've heard them say that. Like you gotta be out in the. You gotta be in the culture. You know what I'm saying?
It was like I was saying that to him a little while ago. I'm like, a lot of people want to just stop at the online, the social media part. But it's like you got to bring that to real life. Like you got to come to the show. You can't just promote the show.
Can't just promote and all that shit.
You got to go to it because guess what? If that show isn't like popping as you said it was on social media, you just lost some like credibility, and that's what a lot of people go through.
And that's one thing, like even like me, because like I talk about the music scene, but I kind of try to focus on more what's going on in Minnesota because there's business entrepreneurs, there's DJs, there's other people besides rappers who I want to talk to, but. Even me, I'm gonna hold myself accountable because I definitely didn't go to. I went to like 3 shows last year. I'm gonna start going to some shows though. You know what I mean? Just to hold myself accountable.
You went to more than Jake.
That's a fact, man. That's a fact.
I mean, but everything has been weird though. It's been virtual. That's why I'm saying I'm not holding that against him. Just because you like to fuck with people, I like to fuck with him too. So it's like, at the end of the day, bro, I am inviting people in to our culture, but you got to come with respect and you got to come with a positive mindset about some type of productivity because dividing people like rappers and people that have real street issues that you know nothing about.
I said that shit. I'm like, yo, it may be funny geeky reactions to you. These dudes see each other on the block and they was just arguing in the comments about this nigga saying, oh yeah, nigga, his music is ass. And he's like, no, what the fuck you mean and shit? Like I done seen them comments, niggas be I was looking like, yo, y'all niggas can't be street niggas in some of these comments.
It's deeper than that though, because I know some of these artists that are like involved in like their family and gang lives, where some of these beefs that turn into music shit actually came from like real violent.
So it's like they like kind of relighting the shit. It's kind of like you bringing the shit up.
That like my cousin got killed and you diss him on the record, like that's serious to me.
That's real shit.
So it's like you just got to be understanding that what you playing with on the internet can turn into real life real quick for a lot of people because they're actually outside.
Yep.
And they're actually doing what they saying they're doing, and you just as a blogger or you as an Instagram account instigating things could possibly turn into something where it's your fault. Yeah, that guilt is gonna lie on you.
It is. If they see you, that's like, and also the thing is like you said, all that you don't know who you offending when you do that. That's why, like me personally, I don't like to really engage in negativity with like when it comes to artists. Like I like the music, like the competitive shit. We're gonna keep it competitive, but the whole I'm smoking on your cousin's pat. I'm smoking your cousin. I don't want to hear that because I know how I would feel if I heard that shit.
Lines you shouldn't cross unless you're prepared to either kill or die behind it.
That shit's wild.
Like how you said with the family members, like there's some family members who would see that, not even tell somebody that they're gonna do something, and they just do it.
They just do it. You hurt them personally.
Really, especially if you're not out here like that, you don't know what's gonna happen to that other person that you think, oh, it's just.
Yeah, people forget. People forget that the people that's gonna really do something to you is probably not the ones that you're talking to online
at all. It's
gonna be. You see me with somebody, they might not even say nothing.
Oh God, you on go time?
I'll move around by myself, but a lot of times I won't. And if somebody that's with me feels like I got disrespected, and it's just it might be just a bad day.
Yeah.
It might just take off on you.
Oh God, and you had nothing to do with that. I didn't do this. You know what I'm saying? So like that was one thing I was seeing. So I'm like really trying to bring the funny, comical type shit to the city this year, because I even me and my mans, we cooking up some shit. I even got like a whole different segment coming up. It's like I don't even know if we can call it a segment or a whole different type of show. You know what I'm saying? But it's gonna happen. But just going forward, how because I don't want to recycle some of the shit they be asking you all the time and shit. But like to you, what is like the biggest difference you see from? Because I know you be around other states and shit. Mm-hmm. So like, what is like the biggest difference you see in the other states where like how they can work together so well and Minnesota can't? Is it because the cities is too close, or how do you think?
Personally, I think the people that you're seeing that are working together so well, they're being seen because they're working together well. Mm-hmm. So like other states, they have similar problems too. Mm-hmm. But then when two, three, or more people come together and start really being productive, and they all have their own lane, they all have their own productivity, and they combine it, that's when we start noticing it.
Right.
Because now they're actually gaining traction. Now they're actually building a movement, and so now we're noticing, they're working together. Because we have noticed people that have worked together well in Minnesota. If you want to talk about Paper Rolls.
Put me on, man. Put me on.
Paper Rolls was Young Rocky Diamonds.
Oh, Rocky Diamonds. Okay, I didn't.
Henderson.
Fly Henderson. Yeah.
Even Rocky Diamond, like because
RP and Fly Henderson, he passed away, right? RP, I'm damn. I didn't know they was. So that was like a.
So they had a whole little conglomerate, and it was called Paper Rolls. It was them, Soda, Tomorrow Genius, Killer Lost. It was quite a few people, you know what I'm saying?
I didn't know all them was in. That's dope. That's like some Wu-Tang shit.
Right. So that's what kind of got them some of their initial traction, was the fact that they were all working together. So right. I could keep going though. There's other groups and things that like I've noticed that work together well. I mean, obviously sometimes people fall out and shit. That happens everywhere.
That happens. Yeah, I was gonna say we all saw straight out of Compton. Shit, even the Fat Boys broke up. Goddamn it.
Particularly Atlanta, I noticed they kind of hold each other down, like in the industry, a lot more. I don't know what that is. I think when I've lived in Atlanta, and it's definitely like a more
different support system.
Just in general, the vibe in Atlanta is more like down south hospitality. Obviously, they have their own street shit and their own beefs and stuff, but
right.
It seems like, I don't know, people get tied up on gangs in the Midwest a lot.
Yeah.
Whether it's BDGD stuff, like Stones, like just, bro, people, they kind of want to put a label on you. As soon as they see you, like, all right, this is a GD rapper. This nigga's a DJ and he's from Minneapolis or from St. Paul.
Right.
They're not gonna say like this person's representing our whole.
Just say Minnesota or
shit. Yeah, they want to make sure like they single you out. They're from over there. We're from over here. I don't know why that's particularly a lot in Minnesota. I couldn't tell you, to be honest. I don't know.
That's real.
I find myself wondering about it sometimes because I feel like people from certain places don't want to support me just because of either people I'm aligned with or like certain promoters I work with, or like they it's like
like in Minnesota.
Yeah, it's very clicked up. Like
that is.
Like if you can think of like examples, like kind of like a high school. Like there's like jocks, nerds.
Yeah.
Like bad bitches sit at this table. Like all the cool kids sit right here. And like if you're not from these groups, then they don't like nobody's gonna book me and put me on an EDM show. Like even though I could play EDM just as well as any other DJ,
right? I'm
just as energetic. I could bring my fans that love EDM. They're not gonna put me on a show at Skyway and have me be in the co-headliner or some shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not even going to come up on their radar because they're only thinking about their little small group, their area, which I understand, but it's like...
It's kind of closed-minded at the same time, you know what I mean?
You're going to get a lot more crossover.
Right.
Cultures crossover more. You're going to see a party where they play Latin music and hip-hop. In Miami, you're going to see people that are from Haiti.
Miami.
And
Miami's wild, boy, yeah.
All the country, basically.
Facts.
So, I don't know. Midwest, we get caught up on that shit, especially Chicago, Minneapolis.
Detroit, too.
Detroit
is working really well together, though. I'm going to say that.
What's the Wisconsin one?
Milwaukee, yep.
Very, very beef oriented.
Shout out to my boy G, man. He's from Milwaukee out there, man, doing his thing. Yeah, they definitely do.
It's crazy about Milwaukee because it's literally a train track that divides like lower income, higher income.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and they're right there.
You ever been and it's a city in between, Racine? That's where Karan Butler from.
Racine, Wisconsin.
Yeah, bro. Like, cause I got some guys out there. Yeah, like for real. Like they do. I was like, yo, I didn't.
Des Moines.
Des Moines, man. It's that's why like the Midwest is like you gotta go in certain spots like you'll be surprised. You'll be surprised. Like people be like, I remember years ago people, Minnesota, this all this crazy shit. I'm like, you're not gonna say that to them niggas there. So just stop with the whole narrative of like we just live on a farmland and shit. But I'm glad that we not getting that rep no more. People starting to notice Minnesota.
Yeah,
so I'm trying to, you know what I mean?
Year and a half really had like just Minneapolis in general, Minnesota, St. Paul, in people's like headlines and shit. So they're reading about it like, whoa, what y'all got going on?
Who you think had like the craziest run coming out of Minnesota in like the last 2 years?
Casey.
Yeah, I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
Casey.
Just because I remember like literally like it's 2017, I used to see this dude like literally over on the east side of White Bear at the little food trucks all the time. Like he would be over there all the time. I'm like, yo, he really just be outside and shit. Now to see him working with Casanova, working with Kanye and all them new, I'm like, yo.
And then before him,
that shit came from nothing.
But a lot of people had their own individual small runs. But I think another run was probably like free Wi-Fi.
Yeah, man, free Wi-Fi was nice, man.
That's my guy.
Shout out, yeah, they was nice.
Yeah, De Niro.
Did he retire from rap?
Shout out to Riff, man.
He didn't. He's coming back. Yeah, shout out to him. Yeah.
Riff what me sometimes too, but
what is he doing?
Just telling him like, man, I love you, man.
Hey, sometimes you gotta do that, man. I love you, man. I ain't got no problem with you. What was he mad about? You ain't play his record?
I can't remember. But I saw love regardless. I you know, sometimes it's hard for me to keep up with the shit. Sometimes I don't even be seeing it until somebody tag me and I'm like, damn, you've been talking about me for 9 days.
So you didn't even know that shit.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Other times I just choose to ignore it. But I mean, I used to talk a lot more shit online. Then I started realizing as I became a grown man, like, all right, if I go places, people know me and I don't even know them.
Yeah.
So
you a public figure, bro, for real.
I'm putting myself in a very unpredictable situation to be talking shit about people randomly on the internet. And I don't know their face, but they know my face.
Right.
Which can be...
Yeah.
Because somebody just might steal off you.
You don't even know. The whole time, this is the dude I was just beefing with.
You feel me?
That shit funny. Like, I was just watching this joint. You know, you watch battle rap?
Yeah.
I was watching the battle rapper T-Rex. He was, you see that video of him fighting the other day, like a week ago? Shit went viral. The shit was the funniest shit. This is like a wild video.
I seen a video of a nigga choking in a battle rap so bad, bro. The dude started talking about his baby mama's white.
I know you talking about.
Yeah.
I know you talking about. Yeah.
He choked so bad, bro. He didn't know what to say after that.
Yeah, but yeah.
This is not gonna forgive you.
Depending on
they come to see blood.
Yeah, they come to see blood. Depending on what type of league you in, it's different too. Like that's why I just be like, it's wild.
Yeah, you put me on a different URL.
Different leagues and shit. But no, it was funny. That's why I brought the T-Rex shit because he said he got into a fight and they asked him like, what the fuck happened? T-Rex is like, I was sitting there outside and dude was like, rap. Like, give me a bar or some shit. He's like, nigga, I don't rap for free. And he said he turned around, not thinking nothing happened. The dude clocked him.
Yeah, bro.
And then after that, he was like, nigga, he's like, I didn't think this nigga was going to hit me over that. So that's why it's like what you said. I kind of thought about that. Like, yeah, you never know what a motherfucker motive is out here. Like, people just be, I don't understand the world sometimes.
Everybody's already crazy enough, but now it's just like once you done built yourself and your brand up to the point where people recognize your face, you don't know who's recognizing you. You might be the nigga making your sandwich. You might just spit in your shit.
I be thinking that shit all the time, man.
Or it might, like that's for that bullshit you just tweeted this morning.
Man, for real. That's why I love having a mask on. I see plenty of niggas I used to disrespect cooking food. I'll be like, oh yeah. I'll switch my whole shit up. I'm like, I ain't got time for this shit, man.
Yeah.
That shit's traumatizing, man.
But I still be talking shit though. I don't let people just talk crazy to me. I'm like, what the fuck?
That's kind of why I wanted to have you on, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was watching how you was moving. Before I ask people on, I'll watch how they move on social media real quick because it says a lot about you, but it doesn't say a lot about you. If you know what I'm saying, like, you know what I mean? Like,
it gives me an idea where your head is at.
At least that. I'd be like, okay.
Or even like the way you type and shit will tell you like how mentally sane you are. Like,
yeah, for real.
Spelling shit wrong, you just going out your neck, out your body, bro. I'm like, I don't even need to work with you.
On the fucking argument in itself, you're just bringing up something over here,
over there.
That's all you got.
Yeah, a lot of people they come to me like trying to work, and then they'll be like, "Well, how I know you ain't a scammer?" I'm like, well, why don't you just wait for a couple weeks, follow me on social media, do a little research, get an idea of who you working with before you just jump into something. What do you think? Me telling you I'm not a scammer is going to make you believe it?
That's dumbest. No, I'm not a scammer. All right. Like, word, I trust you now.
The music scene and stuff, because I focus a lot on that, and I've known about you for a long time. Like, when people come up to me and say, oh, yeah, something about DJ Kam Bennett and, like, promoting something on Twitter, I'm like, bro, first of all, that is a business thing. You can't take it personal.
That's business.
No, that's not personal. Yeah, that's
it's business.
Personal. It's business.
That's the problem with people. They
talking down people's names just because it's business. Like,
just say you can't afford it. Just say you didn't like the art. Like this. That's the wildest shit. Like niggas don't go to McDonald's. You remember McDonald's? Where it used to be like $1 for a McDouble or some shit. Mm-hmm. It's like $3 now for one of them shits. And niggas don't go there and be like, what the fuck you mean? It was just $2 last week. Yeah, like you gonna argue with inflation? Like nigga, what's wrong? That's what's wrong with the world, man. A lot of people in Minnesota, I feel like they got this fake entitlement where they feel like just because niggas is from Minnesota, they supposed to support them.
Oh yeah. Or just because you black, that I'm supposed to.
That's a fact. I'm big on that. I'll be like, yo, nigga, nah, your service got to be there.
Like,
what you say?
In the last 5 years, that's what people think. Like, oh, I made a business. I'm black.
I'm black owned. Can you post my shit?
Yep,
bro. Like, I got 3 other homies that got the same business and they black too.
3,000 other homies that got
that shit before you, and it's not personal because I just don't know you. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe I got enough to know you that I don't like you.
Yeah.
Maybe I might tax you extra just because I
just
don't like
cause, and that be the thing. They don't want to hear that. Like a business minded person, they be like, "I bet I'm gonna pay to play. I'm gonna pay for this." And you know what?
Your price might go down.
It might. You gotta keep on coming back. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, like, I don't know what it is about.
Go to a plug the first day and say, "Give me a brick, and I want it half off, and I'm gonna give you half after I sell it."
Yeah, unless you Franklin Saint, nigga. Unless you Franklin Saint, nigga. And this ain't Snowfall, nigga. Speaking of that, man,
you want me to front you everything and give you half off. And then you gonna come back when you get on and you're gonna pay me back.
It's not even gonna be in time either. You're gonna come back probably like 3 weeks past the deadline. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm saying they tell me, oh bro, just help me out now, and then when I get on, I'm gonna pay you back.
They say that to you
all the time.
Man, what's the wildest shit you done got in your inbox from
today?
Yeah.
Today?
Oh shit. Yeah. Today. Fuck it.
Know. Shit, bro. Sometimes I get a lot of shit where people are like, bro, I've been following you so long. I fuck with you. Can you just like pay my tuition? I'm like, bro. If I was gonna pay somebody's tuition, don't you think there's a few people in my life that's lined up in priority before you?
You don't even know these people.
Don't even know. And they probably, a lot of times they be in Africa.
Oh, okay. I was gonna ask you, yo,
Africa, South Africa, Nigeria, Senegal. I got a lot of followers that hit me up from those countries.
A lot of them. Okay.
Yeah, and so I be trying to tap in with their music and shit. But I don't know, like this, you said, the sense of entitlement comes crazy from over there. They be like, bro, I can't pay for that. Our money's different and it transcribes different. I'm like, yeah. So what do you want me to do with your the money?
That's what I was just about to say. I'm like, so what does that mean? Like, yeah, that don't make no sense right there, man.
I know a bunch of Nigerians, and no, that's.
But I do feel for people.
They got money.
I do feel for people though, because when you're in a desperate situation, you're just gonna say anything to get somebody to help you. You know what I'm saying? Which I get it, but it's like, bro, some of the shit be like off the wall, so crazy. I'm like, I damn near gotta ask you back. If I was to ask you that, what would you say to me?
Exactly. It's like it doesn't like the favors don't weigh each other. You know, it's like nah.
Or they'll
like,
say, "Oh, well, I'm broke. Well, I'm broke too, nigga."
Yeah, like I'm broke too.
Why do you think I'm doing this? Like,
that's how I feel about like rappers. I feel like a lot of rappers, and I'm not even talking about rappers here in general. These dudes' priorities, y'all priorities is fucked up. If you're a rapper and you like, you know what I mean? First off, get a fucking job, work. Make sure you you gotta have money. No one's gonna give you free studio time. No one's driving you around. No one. This isn't the 80s, my nigga. This ain't. So I mean, this ain't 8 Mile. No, fuck it. This is 8 Mile. He was at work.
Yeah,
he was at work.
Factory.
He was at work, bro. The nigga at the end of the movie, he went back to work.
Yeah.
Y'all niggas need to go to work like B Rabbit. Go back to work, like, and then you'll have something. But you hoping the next man's gonna put you on is corny.
Well, if you do decide to sign, don't be mad later when a nigga paid for all your shit to get on, and now he taking 85% of your money.
Yep. You're gonna be looking like King Los. You
mad? You want to get a deal, nigga? We put you on for
King
free.
Los. You're gonna be battle rapping. Yeah, you heard about that shit with King Los?
What about Los?
It was some crazy shit with King Los. It was a rumor. It was a rumor allegedly. They said that what you just said situation happened.
Label deal.
Label deal. It was some wild shit though. It was some wild shit though.
That's like one of the top 3 battle raps you showed.
Yeah, that was wild. They said
they said it in the battle.
King Los was quiet.
Yeah, he was quiet too.
He got mad.
He got mad at you see.
That's when you know it's the truth.
That's why.
Quiet for a second and then get mad.
That's why I'm like, hey, I'll send you the clip afterwards. But battle rapper Head Ice, one of the goats. He basically said, Diddy got him.
Oh yeah, it was Diddy.
Yeah, they said no. They said it was like on some other shit though, like on some Diddy freaky boy shit. Like
I don't know about that.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, like they gave it like this is what they said. They said like you said with the you sign deals early, you get fucked over later. He tried to restructure his deal or some shit, and they said niggas showed him a tape of him doing some crazy shit that he didn't even remember he did. That's what they said. They said it in the battle rap, and they said it on another podcast. And like you said in battle rap, when you see niggas making them faces like that, I'm like,
and bro looked at somebody when he said that.
Bro, you talking about
He got a female, and so did Los, and I'm like,
Y'all know who hard though? His baby mom, Lola Monroe. Y'all know who that is? She's a rapper too. She was on Taylor.
Yeah.
She sounds familiar. Whose mixtape was she on? She's on somebody. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Too, right? Because he was on like some Love and Hip Hop or.
I think so.
That nigga has
I couldn't
bars.
see it.
He has bars.
he
That's
used to
why it's
write
like,
for her.
I'm glad he smoked DNA too. Like I just want niggas to say that he smoked DNA, huh?
Low.
Yeah, King Los. Yeah, he really a battle rap nigga, so he cold and shit.
He was writing for Diddy. I think he wrote the Same Damn Time remix verse that Diddy did.
Bro, he makes sense. That nigga Diddy was talking real. What'd he say?
For his time, GQ, same damn time.
See, I'm thinking of the "Oh Let's Do It" one. See, who the fuck wrote that? Yeah,
It might be the same.
yeah. You see what I'm saying?
Era, so it might
Yeah, like he went crazy on that "Oh Let's Do It" shit. I'm like, who the fuck is writing for Diddy?
Give Diddy any credit when
He was
he's
talking about. I can't wait till they bring that Bentley truck.
Yeah, facts. We was talking about what he say about the white people. I used to
Diddy coming.
I used to work for him. Now I'm richer than him, or some fly shit. I'm like, yo, that's dope. So, hey, you in the TV?
Am I interested?
Yeah.
A little bit. Yeah.
You watch Power? You watch Power, Snowfall, Wire, all that shit.
I like Snowfall.
All right, rank them: Power, Snowfall, The Wire. You can put BMF in there too if you want
We
to.
put in the Wire in, and the Wire is number one.
Oh, you see, you like the third one to say that. Most
You have
niggas.
to watch the whole shit though. You gotta watch.
I finished it, man. Season 2 was the worst for me.
I wouldn't say the worst. All right, well, this is how I watch TV. So
Yeah,
like,
go
a
ahead.
lot of times I watch these episodes, I probably won't be like fully in tune. Like it'll be some shit I put on while I'm doing work. Like, so I'll be
on the
following the
background
story
type
and shit,
shit.
and then like I might watch it this whole season back later or something. But I never try to put too much like expectation on the next episode.
Right.
It's just something to have on. So Power slowly got worse for me over the time.
I agree with you. When you say that, when though? At what
Well,
point?
for me, the hook that got me into the show was initially like the part that he was owning the club, which was like a very cool concept we haven't seen in a TV show in a long time, especially
Ever.
a black show.
Yeah.
So that was like dope. Like they're killing motherfuckers in the back of the club and like
Facts.
selling drugs and shit. That shit was dope. Then they started getting more into like people's interpersonal relationships with him and Angela, and then him and his wife. And I'm just like, I'm not here for this. This is some
Soap opera shit.
drama,
Yeah.
daytime television shit. I don't care about their relationship like that. I want to see y'all keep on killing people.
Facts.
And
I
then,
agree.
Then they started focusing on the kids a little more. Then the girl died. It was just like
They kind of was everywhere
they got
with it.
off of the topic.
Yeah.
Like, the show was like a drug dealing show. Like Tommy's parts is the dopest parts that carried the show, bro.
Tommy and 50 Cents.
Yeah.
I literally said that shit.
Kanan and Tommy was like
They held the show
carrying
down.
The show. It was the main characters at a point. There was like it was dragging on, bro.
No, I agree. Like,
So
but
who's your favorite character then?
Ghost. That's why I wanted them to focus more on him because it was like, and when he first started, it wasn't no bitch ass shit, no nothing, no weird
was on
shit.
some real G
He
shit.
was on
They
some
really
real
were.
gangster, like really about to change his life, owning businesses, this and that. He had the white people in his pocket. He had the city in his pocket, and then like everything just started turning against him. I'm like, I don't want to see. I don't know.
it's like it was like, damn, the good guys losing. You got to sit there and just watch it. Like, I don't want to see that.
Come to now, and they're just focusing on his son. It's cool. It's a good show. I think it's up there though. I would put.
I like the Tyreek show. No, look, to be honest, I think the last season of Ghost, Power was ass. That shit got weak. Yeah, like the 6th season was cool. 7 was.
They didn't need to do 7 seasons.
Yeah, they didn't do that. And I think the Tyreek shit, like the 2 Tyreek seasons outweighed the last 2 seasons from Power, just on the action shit.
Yeah.
Just because it was just straight up action, no lovey-dovey shit. Besides, the random shit they like to throw in that Power and the Ghost. If you watch the show, y'all know what I'm talking about. That shit's wild, but
The
it
Wire
is.
was a great show. I used to watch that shit. I used to watch Breaking Bad heavy. I like drug dealer shows, bro.
People like I've heard a lot about Breaking Bad.
It's an older show.
Like,
Yeah.
and have you watched the sequel to it?
Yeah.
Better
There was a
Call
movie.
Better Call Saul?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I saw
I
that
like
shit.
that about the lawyer. I like that.
That shit got a little bit more action, low key.
It was
Yeah, low key.
well written. Show.
Yeah.
And I think he's a great actor. I forgot his name wrong, but yeah, I like drug dealer shows.
That's the type of shit I'm trying to get on, man. Cause like even like I be talking about it on here. Like I'm trying to get in this film shit. You know what I mean? Like I be writing this shit, and I watch. You know what I mean? I got like a real wild imagination. So I'm about to really focus on that shit. So that's why I be asking people often about them 3 shows. Because and it's funny you brought up Breaking Bad. Cause normally me, I should have watched Breaking Bad earlier. I'm mad I didn't. I like that shit low key more than all them shits, and it's like in its own realm. You know what I'm saying? Like I won't compare it to them shits, but I'll be like, I like that shit for its own reason, just because it's not what you typically see. You know what I mean? We used to seeing like this say, oh yeah, you selling crack in the neighborhood, rob the plug. Like this nigga was a whole math teacher. He was sick. He had to motherfucker do it. So that's why it's like that's the definition of I gotta do what I gotta do. Like, you know what I mean?
So realistic. Like,
Very realistic. It was a truth.
He was the smoothest one. They need to. Yo, when the show got tweaky for me, it was when the wife was telling him not to get out of it.
Yeah,
I'm like,
it didn't
how
make
is that not
sense.
realistic?
It didn't
Like,
make sense.
How's that realistic?
Yeah, that shit didn't make
I think
sense.
what happened was they had a really great pilot. The first 2-3 seasons were great, and then they started rushing it.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think they started rushing it because those seasons were coming out pretty quick, like yearly. Like it was like boom, boom, boom.
You said Game of Thrones?
Yeah.
I
You
never
would-
really watched Game of Thrones.
Hey, you should watch that shit. I recommend
Some
it.
of my homies was into it.
I'll be honest.
The action shit, like,
I never would have watched that shit. I watched that shit literally, bro. Like, the first time I watched that shit, no lie, was last year. I watched that shit like 2 times over since. Like, that shit's good. Like, the shit's good, but it's like you can't don't get attached to no one in that motherfucker. Niggas is dying.
that shit won't make me
But no,
watch.
man, back on the hip hop hit. What was the some of your favorite like mainstream albums of the year that just came out? Or last year, 2020, 2021.
I think niggas is hating on Roddy Ricch album. I think that album was okay.
I didn't even listen to it, bro.
Why do you
Actually
think
solid.
that?
I think there's
Like
5 or 6 joints on there that I like, and I could play them on radio. I could play them in club. I could play them in my car. I could, I could just chill to it. It's not like heavy like hardcore rap. It's melodizing. It's they're well structured songs.
Rowdy Rich. I'm gonna have to check them
and
shits
then
out.
I'm like a big YoungBoy fan.
Oh, yeah.
Which a lot of people are surprised by it, but like I listen to YoungBoy.
I mean, you being a DJ though, I can imagine though, because I'm not a fan of Young Boy, but I respect his fucking cult following and his impact, because that
following,
motherfucker, like, he clearly, it's hard to be like, yo, that shit's ass,
no,
and it's 89 million niggas that's banging it. Like, it's ass to me, but I feel you on that. That's why it's like,
Kind of
yeah,
reminds me of like Chief Keef in the sense that he puts out so much content that some of it's just gonna be ass. Like
that's funny you brought up
Throwaway
Chief Keef.
songs.
Speaking of that, him and Chief Keef, you see that new song he made?
where they're dissing Oblak.
Yeah.
I didn't listen to it yet, but I seen.
Yeah, then I saw this thing. I guess him and Chief Keef cool.
Are they?
I didn't know that. They was like talking to,
Between him and Dirk.
yeah, like, but
Where
like,
the Vine situation?
but that's like what's weird to me. That's what's
It started beforehand, but
Dirk and Keith's been having beef ever since they took his chain. Remember that?
Yeah,
they took
no.
his chain. A lot of people don't know about that shit.
I tell people all the
They don't know about that
Like,
shit.
I
They said they
don't
took.
like
They
it.
said
Did
they.
y'all notice on Dirk's album when they was talking about when they had Vine's little skit in the beginning of it? This is before Vine even died.
It's before he
He
died.
was like, yeah, he really a hoe. That's why I
Yes.
ran into him in Cali. He wanted to get up out of there. He was talking
That's-
about Keith.
Yes, that's what I was thinking of.
For real?
Yeah.
Dirk name dropped.
It's a
Keith
song
in the
called
song.
Death Ain't Easy. I believe
Yeah.
that's the name of the song.
No, cause bro be saying no, but he no like cause me and you talked about that the beat before. I didn't know he did that. He did that on a song.
Yeah,
They like
robbed this
but
nigga's
they don't-
crib.
Nobody knows. Yeah,
yeah. That's what we was talking about. I heard that's like when he first got on, right?
There's
Yep.
another song Dirk had that he like name dropped Keith in it,
'Cause-
but then a few bars later he's like, yeah, my homie told me not to name drop him, but fuck it. But he said it right
Yeah,
before that.
because I
That
guess
shit's
apparently
wild.
What it was mostly was just like they felt like he got.
He
on.
didn't
help
Yep,
anybody.
he didn't take care of people like he said he was, which I'm
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
conflicted because I wasn't there. I don't know what he told y'all niggas. Me personally, I'm a guy who was like, all right, if he said he was gonna do it, all right, you can't get mad if
He
he.
did hit a lot of money, and then he was being petty about it. So he felt like niggas was like, "Oh, you said you can give us money." Da, da, da. He'd be like, "I just spent that." Same
I saw
amount
that
on
shit.
shoes, or
I
spent
just
same
spent that
amount
shit
cars."
on Burberry or
Yeah,
some shit. He
fuck that
said,
nigga,
yeah.
basically. Like I don't know. That's their person.
I saw that shit. They said Lil Reese choked up Dirk. Did y'all hear about that?
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, they said after they got down. That shit's wild.
So Chicago different. Like what people give out on the outside is like the inside could be completely a whole different.
Yeah, there's fans right now that probably think Chief Keef and him was like, oh yeah, they're good.
Yeah, so like you run
They've been having a
into
problem for years. Like nigga, it's been like almost like 8 years,
They
bro.
be having these YouTubers that like break down the whole shit. But like,
Bro,
these,
I
like,
hate them
white kids,
niggas.
They might be from like a whole other country, for all we know.
Do you know the dude named
Trap Lord Ross?
Yes,
Yeah.
bro. I'm
So like you're
how the
breaking
fuck-
down this shit. You never even been to Chicago,
I literally
but they do be on point sometimes.
Sometimes,
They be knowing a lot of
some-
shit,
like,
bro.
how
they
you
be
know
saving
all that
it
shit?
be them tweets. I ain't gonna lie. When they saved the old like I was watching one, it was like it started from the way back when like 2011. They saved all the tweets. So these people
Yeah,
were
they still
saying,
have all this shit.
yeah, bro, it was like old Twitter. Like I'm looking at them like, damn, they really said that shit. Like
They kinda out themselves.
they was snitching
Yeah,
on
they
themselves.
kinda-
But like now though, it's like, bro, they kind of just. Is this true? Or are you just going off of what you think is true? You know what I'm saying?
Now I don't know anything. A bullet got no name on it, bro.
Man, at this point,
You
that's
know
why,
all
bro. The
that
way they broke
information.
down that, they broke down what's a dog name from the Bronx?
Oh, K Flock.
K Flock. They broke down that video. He's a Bronx drill rapper. He just got caught for a body. He's probably not coming home. The nigga literally they broke yeah, bro. They broke down the whole video. I'm sitting there looking at this shit like, how the fuck did he do this?
Like news stations can't even break down.
Yeah, how was it even possible that he could do this? That's why it was just the wildest shit to me because niggas kind of want that shit here, and it's too small for that. Like I ain't gonna lie to you. Shout out to all my niggas. Y'all niggas know who y'all is. It's plenty of niggas who I fuck with, and they like want to come on here and talk about some
street shit.
Yeah, I'm like I ain't doing that.
Y'all know who I fuck with from here?
Dude.
They locked up Vo.
Oh, Vo. Yeah, I know Vo. Yeah, I went to high school, Vo. I know Vo. Yeah, I know. I went to high school, bro.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was kind of sad to see they run kind of get cut short by like they got sentenced to some time. I think.
Yeah, they Yep. It was some fast shit with them niggas. It was like
wilding,
yeah, they was and they was doing the shit in the mute. They was kind of bringing that shit kind of back a little bit. I ain't gonna lie to you, like when they was doing dropping all them songs back to back to back. They was doing great numbers. That's
niggas, bro. I was like, I talked about this on another interview. I was like 15, bro. And I'm really DJing house parties on the east side, like not that far from downtown. You know,
I live on the east. He right here. He right here. Yeah.
I'm really thinking back, like, cause I wasn't carrying no guns or nothing. I'm like, bro, you actually kind of dumb as fuck for doing that shit. I was bringing hella equipment to these parties, like, and I'm not from over here, so I don't have nobody to call.
Who was like? How was you setting the parties up? Like, yeah, like
these niggas. My nigga Corey Guns was throwing parties over here.
Corey Guns?
Yes.
In St. Paul?
In St. Paul.
What the you just put me on, nigga. What the fuck Corey Guns doing out here?
Corey Guns was like,
shout out to his dad. His dad on Cheaters, man. Hold it down, man. Peter Guns, funny as a bitch on there, boy.
That's crazy.
So
they used to do battle rap over here?
Nah, I don't. I just know we was doing parties, bro.
Okay, yeah.
That's wild. I did not know that shit.
And then who else was involved in that shit? I don't know. It was just at like some girls' cribs and shit, bro, and it's just some hood shit.
And so you really been grinding. You was doing parties on these,
like
bro.
11 or 12. We was doing parties in spots where it's like the cops would come, bro, and be like, "Y'all not even supposed to be here," and I'd be like, "I don't know. I just got paid to DJ."
Right.
Like niggas was breaking in warehouses. I was actually like, I was doing whatever I could because I was just like desperate. Like, I'm like, fuck, like to the point I didn't even have no DJ shit. We would go rent the shit. They'd be like, "Can you DJ?" I'd be like, "Yeah, we got to go rent a couple speakers." I'll have my laptop and then just show up. Like I'm not even really
That's
DJ
a
yet.
good ass business.
That is though. I was just about to say that shit. That kind of is a good ass business. So like, when you start doing that at 15?
I was about 15. Yeah.
About 15, and like,
16 maybe.
When did you kind of take the DJ and shit like serious? There had to be a point, like a Kodak moment for you to. He was like, you know what? I'm the man. I could do this. I could do whatever the fuck I want to do with this shit.
That's how I always think about everything. Kind of.
I like that.
I'm like a little bit like quiet. I'm not as outspoken about it. You know what I'm saying? I have these ideas in my head, and I'm like, I amp myself up. I'm like, nigga, you could do anything you set your mind to.
Oh God, you
anything
can.
You ever tried? It worked.
Anything, yo.
So, but then I wait until I know for sure my plan is already in motion. Then I start telling people around me and start speaking about it publicly. Because like for me, if I say something, because my word is just so like, it gotta mean so much. It's 24 karat gold, and so if I say something, I gotta make sure I do it. Because otherwise, people around me not gonna believe in me anymore.
That's real.
So every time they hear me say I'm gonna do this, if they see me do it, now they like
every time you say something, yeah,
they know it. He gonna do it.
No, you're not lying.
So they can get behind it a little more. So yeah, I started taking it seriously when I went to college. I would say I went to college in Mankato for like a year.
Oh, where? What year?
2013.
Oh, okay.
I was living in Mankato.
Okay.
So I was living in Mankato and I was working at Sam's Club. I was working in a liquor store out there, and then I got in trouble. I dropped out of school, and then one day I decided, like, why the fuck am I still living in Mankato?
Right. Ain't nothing out here. Hey, shit out Mankato, yeah. But some wild ass football players. Y'all girls stay away from them niggas, man. That's all I'm gonna say.
And so yeah, I came back to the city, and then from there I was like, what am I gonna do? You know, my parents is looking at me like, my parents is relatively successful. You know, my parents they've had like longer careers, like in like medical professions and shit. So they looking like, you gotta go to school.
You gotta do something,
right?
What
the fuck are you gonna do?
Right.
So like, I had to kind of prove a point, you know, to my dad. Like still am to this day. Like
he don't.
Possible. He believes in it because my dad's a DJ.
Okay.
But he also knows there's no like, it's not safe. That's not a safe route.
I mean, I don't. It can be like
music.
Why do you say that? Oh, you talking about just like a safety net, like as far as like to rely on?
Yeah. Like,
okay.
Like you don't provide like for yourself, your kids. Like
yeah, you don't get
not safe.
Yeah, I get it.
You don't get like
You don't get
benefits
shit.
and stuff.
You just get.
And then like especially like when shit like COVID probably happened, that shit probably slowed you up, didn't it? I saw you was doing some shit in your living room though, man. What's up? Yeah.
Bro, bro. Every single house I've ever lived in, I've DJed and went live and broadcast and shot videos. And like when I'm sitting around and I get kind of too bored, I start feeling like I'm like unproductive. So
Okay.
I start brainstorming like what could I possibly put out to my followers that's content that they would want to see. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I shot videos in my living room, went live in my fucking studio, in my fucking kids' room, fucking.
Yeah, you be going crazy. I be seeing that shit. I was like,
I feel like I know that I have, like, all right, this is one thing people bring up to me. They're like, well, you have 2 million followers, you only got 20,000 likes, 30,000 likes. Your shit fake. No, nigga, it's just everybody ain't online all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Algorithms. That shit's real.
In my mind, bro, I don't care if I got 30 people, bro. Out of whatever amount of my followers, if I got 30 people that are actually real fans, bro, I got to keep going.
Literally.
I got to give them some type of content because they supported me. They've been supporting me. They got me to where I'm at. And now I got to do it for them. I don't care if I get 20 million followers. I'm still going hard for these same people that been going hard for me.
Right.
So,
to be honest, like 20,000, 30, that's not a little number.
Bro, that's not.
I don't care if you got
I mean,
2
but
million,
I'm just
like,
using that as an example. You know,
Right.
people don't really understand how algorithms and ratios
They don't
work.
at all, yeah.
Where it's like they think that if you have 1,000 followers, you're supposed to get 1,000 likes.
That's what I be trying to tell niggas. But there is some niggas, you know, you niggas is in Minnesota, man. There's niggas I know with like 30, 40, 50,000 Instagram followers, but these niggas get like 216 views on a video. That don't make no sense. You at least got to get 3,000, bruh.
I mean,
It don't make no sense for you to have 50,000 followers and I'm getting more views than you when I have my $4,000 follower page. That's why it's like you influencers, nigga. I looked up the other day. Shout out to Math Hoffa. They showed us how to
Social Blade.
it was how to look at the fake. You talk. Yeah, I'll show you that shit. Literally yesterday, I found Math Math didn't know. They was telling Math. Math was like, "What?"
Oh, they have one. They have. A couple
You could literally see who got fake shit.
The percentage of someone's followers that are fake versus real versus active versus inactive.
Mm-hmm.
There's also another website called Social Blade. This is some real game.
Social, yeah.
You can look up somebody's YouTube account or Twitter account, Facebook account, and see on certain dates when their shit grew. So if somebody's account went from 20,000 to 100,000 in one day, that's just unrealistic.
I'm checking all you niggas shit out. What's the name of that? I swear to God, I'm checking all you niggas shit now. I saw somebody with like 50K on a video, and I'm like, bro, last time I saw that shit, it had like 1,000, bro. Where did that come from?
So yeah, and I mean, at the beginning of starting my career, like we started out doing mass following, trying to get people to follow shit. I've tried every way with social media. Like,
right.
You know what I'm saying? I've tried out every single thing. This is what I can tell you. If you're trying to build, because labels do build people's numbers. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, facts. That's a huge
Because
cosign.
It's like if you're walking down the street and you see 2 sandwich shops and one has a line and one doesn't. Which one are you gonna try? You got to, because other people are interested in it and got to be most likely gonna be better. But if you're gonna be doing that type of shit, or if you're gonna be juicing anything, you got to make sure it looks realistic.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say if you are starting out from the bottom, I never tell people like, hey, don't fake it, because if you got to fake it to make it, do it. But make sure you can keep up with it.
Back up, like back it up
with some talent.
Yeah.
And number 3, make it look realistic. So I would say be conservative. Like, so if you're gonna like add views like to a video,
Mm-hmm.
like a lot of people are not gonna tell you this because they'll never admit they've done it. But we've done it with every company we've ever started. We just do it real small. You know what I'm saying? Like if
that's what it is.
maybe
So
maybe add 200-300 views just to get it started, and then that'll help the snowball effect. You know what I'm saying? Because if you come across a video and it has 2 views, that looks stupid as fuck.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
Niggas not gonna watch it. It's not gonna. Yeah, niggas not gonna engage with it.
Seriously, because they're like, well, no one else is watching. I'm the only fucking nigga supporting y'all. Why should I buy y'all merch? Why should I buy y'all t-shirts? Yeah. Sometimes you might have to go and give away 200 t-shirts so that the next 200.
I already told. That's what I'm about to do. I already said that. I was like, you gotta give niggas samples almost. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
It's an L you have to take. So sometimes, I mean, when it comes to social media, when it comes to shit, people fake everything, bro, in life. Just make sure you can back it up. Like he said, you gotta back it up with some talent, with some good content. You buying views on a video nobody wants to watch.
That's so fucking pointless. You wasted some money that could.
But I guarantee you, there's videos out there probably still on YouTube now that we probably added 200-300 views at the start, too.
And then it took off on its own.
It has 100,000 now, and that's all natural. And you can look it up and find out when people's videos.
What's the name of that shit you said?
Social Blade.
Social Blade.
Yep. So that shit will show you literally what dates people had a certain amount. It'll show you in October 3rd of 2016 what exact amount of followers or subscribers or people how many likes they had on their page.
Doing that because niggas be buying subscribers too. They ain't slick. But no, honestly though, what you said is like
Niggas
you said.
Buying verification, all that.
That's what I found out. The nigga said on the math shit. He said all you gotta do is pay 3 stacks.
Yeah,
you can get verified.
3,000 for Instagram.
Even for artists too, like you can pay for streams, you can pay for like
everything
you really.
But like he said, it gotta back. Like if you doing it just so like because you may have to do it just so niggas can hear you. Then they hear you be like, yo, this nigga's kind of cold. Yeah.
A lot of people say that about me, and it's not because I paid to get them to watch me, but if I go out whatever method I do, whether it's trolling, whether it's going viral in another way than getting them to my page, whether it's mass following, when they come and see me actually DJ on my page or in person, that's when they might backpedal. Even if they had said something negative before, they might say, damn, this nigga's actually kind of cold. They might actually promote it for me, post it on their page and say, yo, this nigga's actually a real DJ.
Right.
I think
because I got content to back my shit up.
No, for real.
Proving people wrong is probably like the best marketing.
It feels good too. It feels good for people to be talking shit about you, then have to one day backpedal.
They have to. Oh yeah, man. So, yeah. That's why like that's why sometimes I watch what I say sometimes, but sometimes I'll just be like. Yeah. Sometimes you can't. Sometimes you can't. You know what I'm saying? But like, you got to just know what to say when to say it and shit. That's just crazy. So like, what made you kind of? I was watching your YouTube page. I see you doing the video vlogs now. Yeah. So like, what kind of inspired you to do that?
Just knowing that like, bro, these kids, they really want to see your life. Like,
yeah,
they really want to see it. And when I put it out, they like it. And
you might start a trend. More DJs should start doing that.
They should. They should show them behind the scenes. There's a lot of kids that want to be DJs and they want to watch.
That's a fact.
Do with your daily life. Like even just me today, like I had to go pick up some turntables from one of my homies' crib that he's a DJ. I picked up some turntables. I got some new headphones in the mail, and I'm just starting working with this program called Phase on some DJs to just they know.
So you still working right now?
Yeah, no. Tonight I'm DJing downtown at an after spot. It's like shit's.
So what's like? Yeah, I was gonna ask you next. What's like the big? So what's 22 about to be like for you, man? Like what's like your end goal? What are you trying to achieve, and what are you going to achieve? Like I'm gonna start doing that.
It's gonna be tough for me just to kind of transition into 22 because I thought that this was gonna be like our breakout year. Like, all right, COVID's over, and
then so Omarion pulled up.
I'm wrapping my
Omarion pulled up.
Okay, this might be another 2 years. So for me, I'm gonna move again this year. I'm gonna probably move back to the West Coast, just because there's just opportunities that have been presented to me out there. It's like it's one thing when it's like in your mind, like, yo, I'm gonna move to LA and I'm gonna get on, and
you actually have a reason to
been out there and had real opportunities offered to you and really built some shit. You know what I'm saying? In another state, in another city. Like I know what lies out there. It's not like this fairy tale land of like I'm about to go to Hollywood and just become the biggest superstar. Like there's actually people out there that I want to work with.
That's waiting for you type shit.
There's actually shit going on that I want to be involved in. So I'm gonna have to move again. Minnesota right now is in a good place musically, but as far as nightlife, it's
terrible.
Yeah,
it's terrible. It's terrible. How you feel about that? Speaking of nightlife, how you feel about that shit at Go Room? You heard about that shit when everybody got COVID?
I heard something. I heard a rumor, like somebody saying just in passing like that, but I don't know anything about it.
Yeah, it was wild, man.
I've been in Go Room in a little bit, but I do got love for Go Room. I fuck with them, so I don't want to say nothing that's gonna affect their business. But
hey, I love y'all too in Go Room. Hamza, I ain't got no problem, man. I just heard it. That's all I'm saying.
It's all love. I actually used to play a night at Go Room pretty often. I played their R&B Thursdays when they first started it.
Oh, they had R&B Thursdays?
It still is. It's still rocking now, but when we first started it, it was we're just building it. And
I might have to start stepping out to those. I like R&B.
You do like a
shout out to Twin.
Yeah,
Twin is dope.
Oh yeah, I know you talking about. Yo. I know you talking about.
Muse with G Herbo a couple of weeks, about a month ago. Yeah, I like Twin a lot.
Word.
He's real tapped in.
Yeah, I was trying to. I talked to him in 2021. I was trying to get him on here, man.
Did y'all know he actually has a twin though?
Yes. Yeah,
I didn't know that, so I kept seeing him all the time, and I kept thinking it's the same person.
I thought it was just like a catchy name.
It's two different people, bro.
I thought,
but they don't. Do they both have the same chain?
I don't know because I couldn't tell them apart. That's why, because
they
I
look the same,
bro. I think I was talking to both them niggas that didn't realize it, bro. Really? No, like on some real shit. Cause you heard I just said I was gonna have one of them on, and then I don't know what happened. I think my page got deleted, and I was just reaching out to people again, and the nigga was like, huh? Like he was confused. Like he wasn't rude, but he was like kind of. That's wild.
Because he probably didn't know you.
Yeah, the nigga probably, and I was like, huh?
I work for Live Nation, and I be seeing like when come in and like need openers and stuff. I seen Inferno come in, I seen Twin come in and everything. And like I was gonna talk to Twin, but all of a sudden I take a double take. I'm like, I swear to God, I just seen this nigga at the entrance, but he's all the way over here.
So one of them was over the door, and one of them was like by the stage.
That nigga's just like, nigga, am I in a parallel universe, nigga? What the fuck is going on? That's wild.
Yeah, the whole time I didn't know he had a twin. But
no, that's crazy, man. So like, cause like, fuck it. I don't mean on this platform you didn't answer, so I'm gonna ask you this: how you feel about the whole overall drama aspect that goes on in the city, as far as with the music and all that shit? Yeah, and the DJs, all that shit.
It's not really too productive, but I understand why people are competitive.
Right. You know what I'm
saying? When it turns from competition about who's better to turning into your feelings and your emotions about how somebody treated you or about how you feel about another grown ass man, that's when it becomes a little silly to me, because I'm like, bro, I'm here to get bitches. I'm here to get money and bitches, bro.
Facts.
Family, I don't give a fuck how you feel about me. I don't give a fuck if you think I'm not good at DJing. I don't give a fuck if you felt a way about how I talked to you 3 fucking years ago. I don't care about that shit. We can be cool. I'm gonna take your hand. I got none but love for you. People hadn't got into it with the worst ways. We can still be cool.
Right.
As long as we just talk the shit out, keep it moving. Let's not get too stuck on grown men.
Yep. And
that shit is for the birds.
And you know what's more wild about it? They're not even real life situations. They're all on the internet. None of these shits happen like when we, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not saying like, oh, niggas is pussy. I'm just saying like from aspect like you got offended off of Twitter, off of some virtual words. You don't even know how I said it. You just looking at it how you took it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the context of it's like you like, oh, what? Because me and my mans, we're gonna do a skit like that. That nigga's funny. The nigga said, yo, when you text me sometime I read it in your voice. And I'm like, nigga, stop doing that.
That's why I stay on Facebook too, because Facebook is so
drama.
personal.
It's drama book, so man. I be trying to get off of there, man, but I can't.
It's so personal though. Like people, it's so many like people that you actually grew up with and people that like actually know you. Your auntie might comment and be like slice wild shit. Like, it's just too like close to home. Like
Mark knew he was doing.
Like it really separates the people who are like actually from Minnesota and have like family members and like super close friends to people who aren't really tapped in. So they try to hop in and say whatever because it's wild, but it's like, no, you just came at my cousin.
Right.
You just came at.
It's different than that. That's a fact. That's how it be. Like niggas are like you could be joking. I remember having a couple times with me on my post. Me and my homies will be talking mad shit to each other. A nigga be like, what are y'all? You know what I'm saying? My cousin hit me. Yo, who is this clown ass nigga talking right now? I'm like, nah, bro, we playing. Chill, chill. You right though, because there's been times where you know what I mean. Situations. I remember when a girl. Years ago when the Tuka nigga in Chicago, a girl said, I'm smoking on Tuka, and like I swear to God, like 4 niggas out, them niggas clearly knew the nigga, they was on her ass. This bitch deleted her whole Facebook. She probably relocated Earth, you know what I'm saying? It was wild.
That's why I focus where most of my energy, like social media, where I get the most love.
Twitter, Instagram,
YouTube.
Twitter is actually like the best app when you it's like
you really think about it, right?
They don't it's like yo, just
let you post whatever you want.
Say what I want. I won't get blocked. I won't really get blocked.
People, they not gonna suspend your account. You could post nudity. They could post porn on there.
And motherfuckers be going crazy on there. That's what I found out. A lot of these Mac Boney, you follow too many porn sites. Mac Boney. I told that nigga, I was like, bro, you're freaky ass. Every time I scroll down, I see chicks getting their cakes beat. I'm like, yo.
So I do a lot of marketing work with like OnlyFans girls. Even some companies like so. How
much they be charge? How much do you charge them to post their shit?
A couple $100.
Okay.
Sometimes a little bit less, depending on mostly.
Yeah,
that's like mailbox money.
Yeah, facts.
So, sometimes a little less, but sometimes more if it's like more like if they have like dicks in there, or if they have like showing pussy and like I gotta charge more.
Facts.
I already get these questions from people asking me like, why you got this on your page and da da da. So I gotta get
it's business. It's business. Yeah, facts.
But yeah, there's certain shit where it's like this person paid me $800 a couple weeks ago to post some shit about. What's that shit girls put in their ass, bro?
The little plugs, I know exactly what you're talking about, the butt plug shit, yeah.
They paid me to tweet it exactly how they wanted it. So they were like, you got to say this exactly word for word. And it was like, I can't wait to put this in my girl's ass sometime. I was like, I'm going to have to charge you a lot. It was like, no words. I I'm like, I'm gonna have to charge you like $800.
Oh God,
Like,
you should
boom,
have.
sent it.
You should have said 15. You should have said 15 just to
I
try.
already pushing it. You
True,
know,
true,
post,
true.
You know
And it's only you just saying that.
No, now
all
you
I
go
gotta
for
do is.
later.
So next time they come back with
it was like I'm not gonna send it back. I might as well just post the shit.
Yeah.
That shit ended up blowing up, and people was like on my ass, like, what the fuck? Da, da, da. Like, why you say this? But then some people was like, ooh, I'm into that freaky shit too.
See, bitches hitting you up like, ooh,
I didn't lose.
2 birds with 1 stone, right quick. It's a come up real quick.
But I think the bigger as you get bigger online, the money just is more and more because these companies is paying people like Kylie Jenner $200,000 for a post, bro.
So that's really is the future.
Yeah,
It's really the future.
You're
I'm
right.
mad they deleted my I don't know how I'm gonna get them shits back though somehow, man.
Look, now we can build it type shit to. Like,
And
how we
I've
want
noticed-
or whatever.
I'm trying to focus myself.
Build it better, man.
It's like building my platform around my brand so much that it's a fucking account. Even if you take my account down, like Boosie, he make a new account, everybody follow him.
Everybody,
You know what I'm saying?
everybody.
Like I want to be so big that it don't matter. Like
That was also it too. I was roasting the fuck out of niggas for like a year straight, so I got a bunch of them followers from that.
I think somebody was petty and like.
reported you.
No, they did. I told you that. They said it was like some bullying, harassment shit. I'm like, what?
The Instagram.
We'll talk about this.
It's Instagram, right?
Oh well, it was some shady shit.
I don't know.
It could have been those guys.
You know how
It could have been those guys.
Instagram,
Huh? Yeah. They took my shit, man. They took both of my shits.
Like, Instagram's owned by Facebook now, so that's why.
I was salty.
Because I'm always thinking about that. Like, what if, like, just how they did Trump? Like, what if they just decide one day they just want to ban you? All these websites get together and say we're not gonna let them have an account.
Constitutionally,
That's what
Well,
people
why
are
they
trying
let
to.
Trump get a Twitter account no more.
I don't know.
That's why people right now are trying to build their own shit because like people are realizing like I've seen so many influencers talk about that shit on podcast shit. They're like, bro, this ain't my shit. They can snap like you just said, a snap of a fucking. If I say something I don't like, I'm gone.
To be honest, too, even like if Twitter was cool, Jack Dorsey had to step down, and they put somebody else up on.
He was like the president. He was like the CEO of it. Okay.
CEO of it. So like, it can really be like switched just because somebody like up top is fine with it. Now it's
We all people at the end of the day. You piss off the wrong motherfucker, it can stop you. That's why like I feel like even I stopped fucking with Charlamagne years ago just because I just the way he became it became like he's like propaganda now. It's like before the nigga would say I feel like when he would say how he actually felt.
Oh, you feel like he got kind of like.
I feel like now he's like more of like a little
or like
puppet.
like a little yeah.
The Democratic Party kind of like uses him to say what they want. To
And that's crazy. And that's crazy because I wasn't even thinking about that. Like, I didn't even. Yeah.
But Charlamagne's a Republican for sure.
Yeah, 110%.
Yeah, he's a Republican,
This
but-
nigga from Virginia. What is it?
So he's North Carolina, South Carolina, one of them
He
shits.
owned businesses and got
He's a wild boy, man.
I like Charlamagne though. I was listening to his podcast this morning.
Brilliant idiots.
I know what you're saying.
He different on there though.
Way different
He's
now.
he different.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he different on there. Like that's what I'm saying because he introduced me to one of my favorite podcasters. He introduced me. He co-signed my nigga Taxstone. Free tax. Free tax, man. So that's why I was like,
situation that he got locked up over. I feel like could have been avoided.
he definitely could have avoided that,
He
bro.
talked himself into it, but it was like
He pushed the nigga in the streets, bro. Like Troy Ave had to eventually try to do something if you see this nigga in public. Like Taxstone talks that much shit. If like even if you a nigga that like not even with the violent shit, and you with Troy Ave and you like yo, that's that nigga right there.
Yeah, like you're not gonna do nothing.
You know what I'm saying? Like yo, he right there. That's what it was. That's why it's like bro said he regret free Casanova too. I remember he was on the Breakfast Club. He's done.
He's done.
Yeah, Casanova's done. I think Tax could possibly get out because what they saying.
If Casanova get out, he's.
I think he's
Well, Tax was a state case, right?
no. Who?
Taxstone was
Yeah, Tax on some state shit, but it's some state shit. But they try to make it. No, they try to make. You said Casanova or Tax?
Cass is that was
Cass is federal.
Cass is a fed. Whole weekend.
Cass is fed. I'm talking about.
That shit was just because of that shooting. Right?
But end up they try to turn it federal because other people from other states fingerprints was on the gun and they was like. only see one nigga shooting that camera.
And then they tried to say something about the gun was like it wasn't his, and they said, well, how's the DNA from the gun?
It was like on
the clip.
It was on the clip. Yeah, he was like, look, so it was his.
Regardless, it's in New York City, so they're gonna be focused on the fact you had a gun when you weren't supposed to in the first place, and you used it. So he was never gonna beat that gun case regardless. No. But the murder case could be shit. If this nigga snitch, if he go up there.
Like, there's
a lot more people
there. He was with Mano on Murder. That's why, bro. Casanova was in the video. That's what's so funny, really? Bro. If you see the video,
it was a T.I. show, right?
It's T.I. concert. This nigga Casanova's like, he's like this. That's why in that interview that I just telling you about, this nigga Troy Ave is like, yeah, he was there. His pussy ass. He begged me for his life, and I'm just like, bro, you was a wild dude. Like, on top of you saying all this shit on the internet.
Out on bail, or he's out.
Troy Ave's been out.
Dropped his charges?
No, they in trial right now.
So he's going to trial for a charge against him too?
No,
against. So Troy Ave is clear of all charges?
No, Troy Ave, he's still in court right now. Like, even like when on that interview, he literally said, he's sitting there telling what happened, and Academic asked him something specifically, and he's like, oh, I can't talk about that.
This was like 4 years ago, right?
I'm still going to court. That shit was like 5 years ago. I was like, it's going on. Who?
Troy.
He got charged. He's like a witness. He's like a witness in the case. Well, the gun. Initially it was the gun. Was shooting.
But initially, no charges against him right now, though.
So they probably.
I think they. I don't know if they.
If he probably cooperated with.
I think it was shooting though, cause he was shooting. He shot like 5 times on camera. Yeah, he shot like 5 times on camera. And a girl got shot too. So I think maybe they're determining whether Tack shot the girl or he shot the girl.
It was just a fuck situation all around.
But nah, man. Closing, man. We can what can we really expect? I know we kind of said that shit a minute ago, but what can we really expect for you this year, man?
Consistency. I'm focused on consistent content. I'm focused on working with some artists from Minneapolis, and I don't think they're gonna be people that people are gonna necessarily expect. Mm-hmm. I got some kids that are like from Brooklyn Park. I got some kids that are like singers and shit. Like I got people like I feel like a lot of the hip hop community expects my support as if like I'm gonna just come and sit down in their session and like put their tape together with them, and like I'm supposed to initiate that. Like if people want to work, I'm always down to work. I don't blow people off. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I pull up wherever they at. But like
shout out to you for pulling up too, for real.
Yeah, for sure. And it's a snowstorm, bro.
On God, no, for real.
Goddamn, they be expecting like I think, and they hold that against me. I think they even say shit like, "Oh, like you don't support local artists, bro." I'm building people up from the ground. I may not be supporting somebody who's been doing rapping for 10, 15 years because that's just not really. When I look at it and the outlook of like grand scheme of things, that may not be a good investment for me. To invest in something that's been failing for 15 years versus a whole new opportunity with somebody with brand new talent who's 15.
Who's 15, who's a kid, yeah.
That's where I should be focusing my energy, you know what
I'm saying? On the future.
If you've been rapping for 10 plus years, bro, and it still hasn't worked, what is me just getting involved gonna change, you know what I mean? Like, I can't change the fact that the community hasn't been connected with your content. I can't change the fact that you just can't seem how to put an album together that has more than 5 good songs. I can't change the fact that you're not willing to invest more than $50,000 this year into your music or don't have the means to. If I don't have the means to get you signed to somebody else, where are we going to get the budget for the project? So I'm focused on getting kids from square 0 to 5.
All right.
Instead of, you know, a bunch of niggas that's at 6 that's been trying to get to 10 for 10 years. I'm trying to get the kids in the studio that never touched the microphone, kids that don't know how to structure a song, don't know anything about music. I'm going to get them in the studio, give them an opportunity that I never got. And maybe that'll turn into something more productive than, you know, spinning our wheels, making the same ass songs over and over
again, same shit.
I think that's the keyest thing in the whole entire world, because the older generation, all the keys and gems you got, like you should be giving it to the younger generation.
And some of them do. Some of them do. A lot of them do, but
no, it should be given.
Yeah,
they should.
Yeah.
They try. But I mean, it's just like sports. Like, am I going to go and, like, realistically, if I have a team, am I going to sign somebody who's been in the NFL for 10, 12 years who's a veteran? Or do I want to use my first-round draft pick on somebody who's fresh out of college and just won the national championship and they got fresh legs,
right?
And they hungry for this shit.
And they get mad at the younger dude, like, stop being corny, man. To be honest, you're not dealing with reality.
They were young, and guess what? Somebody gave them that opportunity.
You got to do a reality as a rapper. You got to be honest with yourself. Like, you got to be like, yeah.
With DJs too, I mean, it's like, are these managers and promoters at these clubs going to keep on booking DJs who've been DJing for 10, 15 years? Or are they going to book people who are bringing in the next generation, who are bringing in the next, you know,
newer crowd, a whole new wave of people.
20 and 21 and shit.
Oh, you right. You can't bring all these.
Where the money's at?
Bring all these old bitches.
Where's the money being spent at?
Niggas, you bring the old bitches. The 21 plus events. Y'all niggas gotta relax, man.
Hey, old bitches need love too. Man.
They definitely do, but not at those events. You know what I mean? We'll catch you on a Thursday R&B night. You know what I mean? More grown and sexy shit.
Yeah, you supposed to be in the crib, man.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
When I see a bitch at the club and she's like 35 plus,
Red flag.
I'm like, okay. Some of these girls, I ain't gonna get to
Oh, go ahead, get into it. Get into it. You might as well now. You might as well. How you feel about the girls in Minnesota, man? Fuck it.
Girls in Minnesota are fire.
Yeah, I agree.
Girls in Minnesota are fire, but they have a terrible attitude.
They're entitled.
What do you think? Like, what do you
Around
think?
the clock, like they expect too much. They're not willing to do enough to meet you halfway. They be looking sick during the wintertime. They don't really have much to offer besides pussy or companionship, which is not really that much when you're talking to a high value man who already has women offering that, you know, from every direction. But they're beautiful as hell, though. They, ooh, man.
This Cam Samuels right here. Hey, go ahead. You on your Cam Samuels shit? Go ahead.
Go ahead. Other states and cities, bro, that I know that's like in the industry or like do stuff in and around entertainment, they talk about it. They be like, why is there so many bad light-skinned girls from Minnesota?
There is.
Every time I go to Minnesota, I see the baddest Jones. Like, I'm like, bro.
They know why though. It's because, you know what I mean, dirty
in a relationship.
In a relationship, it'd be like the little short black nigga with like the 500-pound white girl. Ta-da! That's just the facts, man. Them niggas be making diamonds out of that.
Yeah, interracial relationships are really accepted in Minnesota, and specifically between white women and black men.
That's a fact.
It's different the other way around.
Other places I've been, like in Atlanta, or even in like California, like black women look down on black men for talking to white girls. They hate us for that. They still do here a little, but it's
a
like
little bit.
extra.
They'll forgive you, but the ones.
Like, I know you just fucking with her to get her EBT card.
Hey, I run a white girl to Harlem. I got the most looks in my whole entire life.
They was looking at you. Who the fuck is this nigga?
Yeah, they're like, what the fuck?
Yo, he trying to start on his son? They was. Fuck you think he is, nigga?
Yeah, but I like girls in Minnesota. I mean, they just once you've been around for a while, though, you start to see the same ones, so you got to move around.
Yeah, that's facts.
But I would love to get a female artist though. That's what
I hear that female artists.
I got some on my radar that I want to work with. It's like,
who's that? Can you name and drop? Can you name drop some of these?
Actually, they're all strippers.
Shout out to strippers, man.
Okay. Fuck, what's her name?
I can edit this shit too. Don't worry.
Jazzy. Jazzy was in the women's cipher. That's another nigga.
Okay. I didn't know that.
Mr. Mahan. I like him a lot. He's dope as fuck.
I didn't know she's a stripper.
Chai Chocolate. Hey,
okay.
I probably shouldn't have said that. I don't know.
You good? You good, bro? You good? I'm edit that shit out. We good.
No, you don't gotta edit it out.
Say no more.
Carson. I know Carson Blue.
Yeah.
She had that video. She knocking.
Fire.
She beating somebody up. I swear to God.
I think I seen that video. He said she could fight.
There's a lot, bro. There's a lot of good rappers that's girls in Minnesota.
Shout out to Destiny Roberts.
What type of female artists?
Gangsta bitches.
Gangsta. Oh. That's right. I'm like, all these days, they the same type.
Facts.
So you like Acadia? What's her name?
Katie got bands?
Nah. It's like,
Yeah, I know you talking about. You talking about that Michelin man looking bitch with the gun with the straps. That bitch be that little. That bitch, yo. Imagine like 3 a.m. you drunk, you go in the room, and you see her like, what the fuck are you doing here? And this bitch pulls the strap out. It's like, damn, son, you got me. Let's make this quick.
If I fuck with girls,
He said I'm out.
and they have like guns and shit, it making me like, oh, I can't. It's a red flag. Because if a girl carry a gun, you know she just from a different life, bro.
Yeah.
And she will shoot you.
Well, it depends, cause nowadays I want my girl to have a gun.
Your wife, yeah.
There's girls who
I like that. Yeah, you said it right. No, he said it right. He said it like literally.
But if it's just a girl you fucking with, she got a gun, bro. Right.
None of that. All right, man. We gonna wrap this shit up, man. This shit.
Y'all having me.
Yeah, man. This appreciate you for pulling up, man. You like.
Good. Lean, Minnesota.
Yup, Lean, Minnesota.
I like this.
Appreciate it, man. We definitely gonna be. The water shit it's gonna get bigger this year, so definitely I might, you know what I mean. We gonna see what's going on with that.
got a case on.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
hell no, that shit cost too much. No, this I'm talking shit. I'm talking shit.
Expensive?
No, hell, that's not expensive. I was just talking shit.
I'm like, man, I know
talking.
No, hell no, you done, you good. I just got to re-up on it right now. That's all. Oh, no, don't say that, niggas.
You gotta tell bro.
Oh, yes, we're going to have 4 people on here. They're going to be like, where's the water? I'm like, hey.
You
Not
gotta
yet.
tell them to drop us off a few cases, man.
Nah. Oh, say no more.
Somebody with their own water brand.
Facts, man. He came up ground up from here, too, so it's a real thing.
Thinking about that.
Yeah, for real.
When you start making products and shit. Yeah.
Shout out to Lean, man. But yeah, man, I appreciate you for pulling up, man. And the fucking snowstorm is still snowing right now. You know what I mean? You came all the way from Minneapolis.
Get back to Minneapolis.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Traffic gonna be hell. So you know what I mean? I appreciate you for coming back, man. And we gonna work in the future, man. We gonna continue to keep on whenever you post some shit, I'm gonna post it, you know what I mean? Reshare. I know you don't need my little followers, but you know, just
send me anything you want me to post, you know what I mean? If it's dope to me, I always will post it.
Say no more, bro. But yep, it's been another episode.